Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the real, raw news we bring you. Today's story is straight out of a nightmare, and it's something that's left many people shaken. There was absolute terror in Besta this week after rival gangs clashed in broad daylight, with bullets flying through the streets like it was a war zone. And to make matters worse, police officers got caught right in the middle of the crossfire. Please stay tuned until the end so you can hear all the sources of this news and verify the details yourself. This chaotic shootout happened in Besta, just outside Bloemfontein, in what looked like a full-on tough war between two heavily armed groups. Witnesses say it started in the late afternoon, when some members of one gang walked into another gang's territory. Things got tense quickly, and it didn't take long before gunfire broke out. And we are not talking a few warning shots here. People described it as non-stop shooting that went on for several minutes. Residents say they saw people running in all directions, some even hiding behind taxis, walls, and street stalls. Mothers were grabbing their children from the street, shop owners closed their doors, and school kids had to duck for cover. One man said it felt like a movie, except no one was acting. The fear in that community was real. Now here's where things get even more disturbing. Police officers who were on patrol nearby tried to intervene, and instead of things calming down, they found themselves directly in the middle of the crossfire. According to official police statements, 2 officers were injured in the shootout, one of them seriously. Backup had to be called in from nearby stations just to get control of the situation. Eventually, the gunfire stopped, and several suspects fled the scene. But police did manage to arrest a few individuals on the spot, and they've already recovered several illegal firearms. The area was cordoned off, and the investigation is ongoing. It's believed that this conflict is related to ongoing tough battles between 2 rival drug syndicates operating in the Free State region. These gangs have been fighting for control over certain zones where they push drugs, weapons, and even extortion schemes. Police spokesperson Colonel Tabo Coven confirmed that multiple charges have already been opened, including attempted murder, possession of unlicensed firearms, and public violence. He also assured the public that police visibility in the area will be increased following the shootout, and that community members are urged to come forward with any information that could lead to more arrests. Now, let's talk about what this means for the ordinary South African who just wants to get home from work, take their kids to school, or run a small business in peace. What happened in Besta is not just gang violence, it's a breakdown of safety in our communities. When shootouts happen in broad daylight, and even police aren't safe, then something is seriously wrong. It also raises hard questions about how these criminals are getting such high-powered weapons, and why rival gangs feel so bold as to shoot each other in public without fear of consequences. Community leaders have come forward, expressing concern over the rising violence and the growing influence of gangs in areas like Besta, Mangaung, and beyond. Some are calling for the deployment of specialized anti-gang units, similar to those in the Western Cape, to bring law and order back to the region. Others believe that unless something is done at a grassroots level, like youth intervention programs, job creation, and school outreach, this violence will only get worse. At the end of the day, we can't just keep treating the symptoms. We need real strategies that deal with the root causes of gang violence. Until then, residents will keep living in fear, police will keep risking their lives, and our children will keep thinking that gunshots are normal. All the images used in this video are for illustration purposes only, they do not depict the actual individuals or scenes involved in this case. Everything discussed here comes from confirmed police reports, eyewitness interviews, and local media coverage. Thank you for watching, and if you've made it this far, please drop a comment below. Do you think it's time we get the army involved in gang-infested communities like Besta? Or is there another way to deal with this growing problem? Before I go, can we just ask, why is it that the only time some of these gangsters know how to run fast is when SAPS starts shooting back? Just a thought. See you next time. Sources: SAPS Free State Media Briefing, Local Community Statements, SABC News, and Times Live.